Oh, where are we? What the fuck is that? I'll turn display off. There we go. Hello. Oh, where are we? How's the squad? I can make the top half of my head disappear, so it's harder for them to headshot me. Your aim was immaculate, but I made the shot before you. How are you, Taz? How's the day treating you? How's yourself, Luca? How's yourself, Eustanius? How is everyone? How's the weather where you are? Because right now here it's quite beautiful. Maybe they win the fight, but I win in the long run the war. Is that because you're not there to go through it? Snow! Really? Snow? Jesus! Good here. Be quite hot. Bit cloudy at times, but it's nice. Others still fucking cold though. Has been slightly cold all week, but today it's on my shirt. Oh, it's water. Snowing since Tuesday. Jesus. Okay, fair. I figured at this stage things would be clearing up. Can this weather just decide what it actually wants to be? I don't think that's how it works. I think the whole idea is that this entire place is just... It's like time zones. It likes the idea of fucking with you. No one gets to have the same thing. How's the talking treating you? Much better. I can now speak and eat. It's great. I never realized how much I missed it. Today is the day where I can finally speak unimpeded. Besides my normal speaking pattern, which is, in itself, quite impeded. Mainly because I'm not good at speaking. It's one of my struggles. Along with reading, and writing, and thinking, and dressing myself. In fact, I realistically struggle with everything. The fact I was able to turn on my PC to do this stream in the first place is in and of itself a complete and utter mystery. But I'm pretty sure I deserve a participation award. Or an accident on the stairs. Now you decide, vote. Vote now, I already mismute Steve. Fuck you. How dare you? What did you do to your poor throat and tongue? I bit it. I bit it very hard. My throat is still a bit sore on this side. But I think that is mostly down to the fact that my tongue was bitten so badly over here that I was trying to compensate with my right side. So I've strained my throat a little. It's healing. It's not overly bad. It's just a niggling, but it's affected my ear. The whole sinuses connected to the mouth kind of thing. So that's realistically the only thing I need to get through. I do, however, during the week at some point, I need to make a dentist appointment to figure out a way for this to not happen again, because it's happened way too many times. Like, I've always been very prone to biting my tongue. Like, my tongue is scarred to shit from when I was young to now. It's a work accident. I did the tutorial on Hunt Showdown. Safe to say I got no clue what I'm doing. My situation this evening is the same as yesterday. It depends on what herself is doing. However, I would very much like to play Hunt Showdown. Like, nobody knows what they're doing, but Taz knows more than the rest of us. That is the easiest way to phrase that. Let me know if you're free then. I will. The same rules apply. If you don't hear from me, I'm not free. I will message you when I'm free. I did go to join the Discord last night at like midnight my time, but I figured that might have been a bit late. However, I won't have that much free time that late tonight. Because I have to go back to work in the morning and be a productive member of society. Pay my taxes, that's what it is. I have to go to work and pay my taxes. Was gaming till like 2:30. Then I probably could have joined if I'd realised. Should have joined. Yes, clearly I quite should have. I should have and didn't. I didn't think through it enough. Watch people try to learn speedrun stuff. As in, you were trying to watch people who were learning to do speedruns, or you were watching people to learn to do speedruns yourself? Seeing them fly across the world in Destiny is rad. Mine has been a little on the other side of things. Herself has picked up Elden Ring, and basically we've been doing, because we don't spend all that much time together. There's usually a lot going on for us between work and our own content creation and hanging out with our own friends, so on and so forth. So we tried to make up for lost time. So we did Lies of P together. Like, most of the games we play aren't co-op games, so we just play them in Discord together and watch each other do it. But we did Lies of P, and then we tried to do Sekiro, but she wasn't overly enjoying Sekiro because she hadn't really played a Dark Souls game. So then we swapped to Elden Ring, which she had played on day one, that I had bought for her, and she fucking hated it. She did not like it. At all. However, now that she's played Lies of P and she started doing Dark Souls on her own stream, she fucking loves it. It's like her favourite game. So we've been doing that. So it just means time is taken up a little bit more because it's obviously quite a big game. And I've already beaten it. So I'm trying to be creative with what I am doing. No, we were fishing and people learned to sparrow fly. You just see names fly and spin away in the background. Go strength build and use big red hammer from Chubby Flame Hatman. No, I hate that fucking thing. You can get the Ash War for it and put it on something else. I did what Kev did this time. I went and got the Gut Sword. I always play dexterity builds. I always prefer dual wielding things. I think the first time I played Elden Ring, I beat it with dual katanas. But this time I went with big sword. Only because they're difficult to... They tend to be quite difficult near the end game. I wanted to see how strong I could make the fucking thing. Very, apparently. I can make it very strong. Don't call the dude thing only because you hate him. Are you trying to say that I shouldn't call him dude because I hate him? Or I'm calling a thing because I hate him? I don't get it. I'm assuming you're referring to the flame troll outside the manor, right? He gives you a very, very giant, sweet, fiery hammer that you can bulldoze across the ground with. It's hilarious. I don't get it either. Past me had a stroke. Well, don't do that. It's not the time or place. You keep that for the bedroom. Now, those aren't the things you share in public. Unless you have an OnlyFans, in which case then, yeah, share it with the public. You make that money. I normally keep the strokes for the shitter. I'm gonna be honest, my own headcanon is that we're not on about a health issue. We're on about a self-love issue. And that makes it funnier. And that is probably not the best time to be doing it. Unless you're hiding from people, in which case probably the better place to do it. You can explain the noises. Don't barge inside, I'm blowing out my arsehole. It could work on both sides of the fence, I'll be honest. You could also use the fence, you know, depending how creative you were. I've also got to commend you on being able to hold it in until you're actually on the shitter. That is some strong restraint. Why is my shirt trying to disappear up my fucking body? I gotta hold it in because otherwise it lands in the pants. Are you not willing to wrestle with that for the day? Like, let it follow on through the day. Let it be with you. Sharing this together. Like, why are you just freeing it to let it go? They're a sink pisser, but you're a trouser shitter. We seem to have done a circle here, by the way. We've gone from you having a stroke to you now pointing out you are taking a shit. And I don't know how this happened or why. I don't understand what happened. Am I having a stroke? It depends. Do you smell toast? Do you feel like you're slurring your words? Do you sound like me at the moment? I slowly think you can't read and process words. I can process words, but... But I think you skipped over what I was saying and implying. And I think you misinterpreted that as shitting your pants. Rather than imitating the song by Lonely Island, Jizz in Your Pants. I think that's what happened here. But it's okay, I understand. Now he went off into the deep end. I am always in the deep end. I live in the deep end. I learned to doggy paddle in the deep end. We gotta call Chrissy to reset him. She made me like this. It won't fix anything. She designed my central processing unit. If it's broke, you blame her. Factory reset right now. Not on stream, I won't. The things you will ask me to do. Like, I don't get it. In a sec, we'll put it on just chatting. I always put it on Final Fantasy straight away, and I don't know why. Oh yes, no. We're not using those kind of phrases here. We're being too literal. That's a danger. Anything could happen with that kind of mindset. Also, I don't know what happened, but I've realized over the last couple of weeks, I don't know if it's because of the way my desk is set up or anything, I've adopted this form of jazz hand where I have one hand on the mouse and my other hand is up here imitating and narrating everything I say as I go along, and I don't know why or when it started. I've adopted jazz hands and I don't know how to stop it. My doctor won't even talk to me. They walk away the moment I start moving. Then again, that might be to do with my hand movements. So, that's a thing. Hi. Oh yes, let's rob the bank and shoot the bank teller straight in the face. Do you have bank tellers? We have very few of those here. Like, we have practically phased out bank tellers. Like, we have phased out bank tellers so much that last summer, the banks in our country, well, one of the main branches decided it was going to get rid of a lot of its banks. Just get rid of them for the crack. And then all the remaining banks were not going to deal in hard cash. Like, you couldn't withdraw cash from there and you couldn't put in cash. Needless to say, that didn't happen in the end because it was stupid. Guess why you have a few of them? Every time I visit Ireland, the number gets lower. I think they're doing it to themselves because out of a percentage of 100, about 15% of them have been nice. The other 85% of them have been miserable cunts. Genuinely miserable. The thing is, being Ireland, the possibility of you getting a firearm is quite difficult. Especially out of the country. So I would presume that you're doing this deadly escapade with the use of a shovel. Which I've got to admit is quite ballsy. Especially with the amount of security and witnesses. Like, well done you for getting away with it. So again, it's on Ireland, so we were probably on a warning system. Yeah, 3 strikes and you're out. Then again, if you deal with enough witnesses, no one can report you. So I have to applaud you on your work ethic. Jazz hands. I also like how it's based on the idea of every time you visit, the number gets lower. There's There is an investigation somewhere where there's just a big giant board with red string to pictures, and it's just a picture of you and every visit you've had just connected to it. The only reason they haven't caught you yet is because they're trying to figure out what the motive is. Like, it's just a confusing state of affairs for everybody involved. Because they just haven't caught on to the fact that you are, in fact, just a lunatic. But look, you're opening up the job space for people, so realistically, you do need to be applauded. You are kind of you're a hero for the modern day. Sure, it comes at a cost, but everything comes at a cost. Though I would imagine that after you've done this, you've gone through this heinous crime on every visit, you do walk up to ATMs and slap them with the shovel, thinking it's like GTA and it's just going to spew money. So I'll be honest, people have probably tried that. You'd be surprised how many people don't understand how an ATM works. In fact, if you want to know if a person understands what an ATM is, listen to how they say ATM. You would be surprised how many people say ATM machine, completely disregarding the fact that M in ATM stands for machine. This is the world we live in. I also have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, sometimes I feel like my mouth just fills up with shite, and if I don't let it fall out of my face, I'll suffocate. It's the problem with having no filter. It's like a really shit conveyor belt. There's no one there to quality check and dump everything that passes by. And the conveyor belt is moving so quickly, it's just building up at the end and it just has to push it out the front. What I'm saying is that every day I live by the seat of my pants because even I don't know what I'm going to say. Is it going to make sense? Is it applicable to whatever the conversation is? Do I even know what I'm talking about? Does anyone else in the vicinity have any idea of what I am talking about? Has it helped proceed the conversation forward? Usually no. Does it work to drag the conversation backwards? No. Does it stop the conversation dead in its track? Usually yes. What I'm trying to say is that I have the Midas touch, but it's my mouth. Everything my mouth touches turns to shit. It sounded better and made more sense in my head, but it's out there now. I can't help what happens next. Always! Not really bigging me up here, are you? I don't feel like you're bigging me up at all. Are you even trying? I'm passing wisdom here and you're just letting it fly by. I could be helping you pass your end of year exams just by my nonsensical ramblings. But you're not paying attention enough to let it sink in so you can figure out yourself what's happening. Like, if anything, what is happening? I couldn't tell you. I've just let my brain go and I'm trying to see where, like, what it's going to do next. That's really about it. Please tell me. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. genuinely couldn't. I'm trying, but it's not working. How far can Steve's brain go? Not far. It's not really going to obtain much. It's probably also not going to help out all that much. I am trying. My brain is firing on all cylinders. The only problem is I only have 3. I might have a stroke. You didn't have to share it with us. What you do in your own time is all on you. Question is that you have to ask is it right for you? Are you in a safe space to have such a thing? At the end of the day, what does having a stroke do for you? Is it the right mood for you? I do also have to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. What have I planned for today? Alright, okay. Right, so I believe the time is nigh. So what did you think of Hunt Showdown anyway, Luca? Even though you did just do the tutorial, and I know the tutorial doesn't paint the world's greatest picture. I'm wasting my life playing Siege and I don't know why. We all have our vices. Like that's the easiest way to put it. You just happen to like Siege. I don't know, pretty game, but I had a fight with a spider and I shat myself multiple times. Could you count on your fingers how many times that you shat yourself? Because I can. I still remember my first ever job. I had to get up at like 5 a.m. in the morning and I had to cycle to a factory. And I remember getting up, having my breakfast, getting ready, standing up at the front door, bike in hand, and I shat myself. My stomach got weird and I shat myself right there and then. First day of work. Hadn't even left the fucking house. It ruined my day. Absolutely ruined my day. Ever since then, I have always been very extra careful with the movements of my stomach at that hour of the morning. Especially going to work. It takes a lot of confidence telling us that. Look, I'm here to share. I'm just telling you, the first day of work can be really stressful. It's a whole lot more stressful if you wake up and you shit yourself. Fresh, clean, ready to go. And look, what can I say? I'm a confident person. It's never happened since. Everyone has to do it at least once in their lifetime. You might as well do it on the first day of your first job when you're young. That confidence will carry you through to the end of your life. And ain't nobody ruining your day after that. So look, learn from me. Life is powerful. There's a lot of people around today. Shit's banging. Well, what else did you think of it? Besides it looking pretty and all. Obviously, you're going to have to play the game itself to figure out more. Clearly. Obviously. I think he forgot to change the colour of his pants. Yeah, once you've actually played the game properly and get to... What's the word? Get to actually play against people. That's when the game starts to shine. You do, however, start to shit yourself a little bit more. Everything's a little bit more unnerving when you realise that you're not just trying to get through the giant spider, but you're also waiting in bated breath for someone to shoot you in the back of the fucking head. Oh, there's a lot of sound cues. It's a very sound-filled game. From the crackling of branches in the distance to someone walking on glass. And I can't get over how where you aim is just below the middle. Is it below the middle? I would have liked to have known that fucking sooner. Can you remind me of that later if I am able to come on? That might explain why most of my shots don't fucking hit. That would explain so much for me. Bollocks, I didn't mean to hit you a second time. I shall try that, or I'm just special, so 50-50. But no, you're probably right. He's not exactly full-on proper fucking crosshairs. And I think there is bullet drop and such. That would explain a lot of that as well. It is something to bear in mind because I'd have a tendency to miss a lot of my shots, and that would explain why. I just hadn't realised where the actual crosshairs were properly. But I'm not really good at FPSs anyway, so... there is that as well. Okay, so like every single stream, I will start with gambling. Because gambling fulfills my every desire. And I have a habit of never winning, so I like to keep trying and trying and trying and trying, because isn't that the actual nature of gambling? Now, is this going to give me what I want? Oh, it might do. It won't do. Thank you. Yay, I live my life so precariously. We try again, please. Can you give me what I need and what I want? No. No. Maybe. Yes, I'm fantastic. I am absolutely amazing. Bow down to me. I'm the god you should worship. I bring you wealth and fortune beyond your wildest dreams. And my wildest dreams. Look at that. Look. Oh, shite. Alright, I'll just take the loss on this one. We'll take the loss and we'll see what my lotto ticket's done. We'll see if I've made it lucky with the lotto ticket. I probably haven't. I don't think I've never gotten higher than 4th place. Every single time I've ever tried, I've never gotten higher than 4th place. If I can get 3rd place today, then I would count that as a win. I forgot because I'm on holiday. I haven't checked anything on Final Fantasy because I've stayed away from everything. So I never picked up my winnings from last week, and because I never picked up my winnings, I also forgot to go ahead and buy a ticket. So now I have no winnings for this week. Which means I've wasted my MGP. I'm not a pro gambler. Crap. Look, I'm amending it now. We'll fix it later. Crap. There we go. Hello, darling. How are you? I'm every day. What do you mean on Mondays? It's every day. Kill you. I'm not killing you. Are you not enjoying today? Is today not a good day? Like, isn't it lovely and warm? It's quiet. No one to bother you. It's the work day that we could all wish for. Yeah, the crosshair is below the center. Oh, it is below the center. Well, then that's why I've never shot anyone in that fucking game. That's why I've always been a complete and utter waste of time and useless to my teammates. I'd rather be warm and quiet at home. Okay, that's very fair, actually. I think you win that one. Just did a fact check, and Reddit isn't happy about it. Reddit isn't happy about being warm and quiet at home? Or Reddit isn't happy about how the crosshairs work in Hunt Showdown? Both. Probably anything they can complain about. Well, to be fair, having the actual crosshairs not be the crosshairs, I would find that to be a bit of a jip as well. Like, you would expect a bit more out of it. Like, usually when I see a crosshair in the game, I would expect that the crosshair is where the bullet is going to land. Or at least where the bullet starts. So I can kind of see why they wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be happy either. Like, that sounds like a pointless thing to have. It is. The crosshair is just below the center. Oh, so it does come from the crosshair. I don't know how you haven't noticed. I am shit at FPS games. I am genuinely terrible at them. My FPS days are long behind me. I'm an old man now. Case in point, I couldn't even jump on that fucking railing. But yeah, I've never noticed it. Never realized it was a thing. I never realized it was such a giant controversy that everyone was behind it. The thing is that when I play it next, I won't be able to unsee it. Like, I'm going to be rather unhappy with things. But does that mean now that I can genuinely blame the game for my lack of enemy kills? Oh shit, I'm not supposed to be up here. I'll be down here. Oops. Yes, blame the game. Fantastic! I can happily blame the game. You see, the thing is that I didn't notice. Probably because I presumed I would have been told. Like Taz or something. Like, I can't see why he'd have any reason to need to tell me, but just my brain would automatically assume. The fuck are these so cool? That is a very small gun. I'd say too small. No, don't buy that. I want to see what they look like. Okay, you're invisible. Fair enough. By you. You're not so invisible. Oh, you're pretty cool, though. Looks like a weird Power Ranger sword, though. I already know what this looks like. Tarnished headlights, kind of not overly different. And these all follow the same. Balder's fingerless gloves. Okay. Oh, right. So these are the exact same thing as the... Right. Mauler's boots. No, they're not great. Not even remotely great. Obviously, the female ones are better. Always blame the game. Taz would never tell you. Like seeing you suffer. Everyone likes seeing me suffer. I'm starting to believe I'm just here for... Like, I'm specifically here for everyone's amusement. Just on the basis of my suffering. Nobody wants to see me exceed or succeed. I don't. Are you lying to me? Why do I feel like you could be lying to me? And you're all the fucking same as well. Yes! Thank you for backing him up. That's what I needed to hear. Thank you so much for being the one light in the darkness that stuck to your guns. No, I'm nice to you, but you bully me. I do not. How dare you? I have no fathomable reason to bully you. I treat you with kindness, caring serenity. You could never tell me otherwise. You don't have a shred of evidence to back that up. That is a 100% facts, Taz. Taz, you're not helping. I don't support your bullying, Steve. You don't. Of all people, you don't. You gave me the handbook on it. You're the one who taught me this. You tutored me. You're the one that pushes himself on the spotlight, so you gotta handle it with dignity. I already handle it with dignity. Jesus. Was it not only 20 minutes ago when I explained to you that my first ever job on my first ever day, I shat myself before I left the house? I'm already on display. I handle everything with dignity. I wouldn't call it dignity. Courage. Bravery. What you show us? I feel like you don't have confidence in me. I feel like you don't have confidence in me. Besides, realistically, if anything, I show you everything. Courage and bravery, more decay and deceased. You telling me I'm decayed and I'm dying? Istola tells me you're pursuing a more fascinating study and that you want me to be a part of it. I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself. Will it now? By the sisters, this is the mark of House Demir. I never even knew such a work existed. You should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives after all. It was, but that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand. I can hardly wait to read it. Fantastic! Before me awaits a disaster, and you've given me the ability to do it. Yay! Thank you, Warrior of Light. I'll make sure none survive. To think the Daimler were developing such marvellous techniques so long ago. Many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder. Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new mock Adamus? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Daimler project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Sharlayan trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big-mouthed simulacrum once we've built it? Oh, nothing major. We're just going to open a joint gate to the void. Perhaps invade them, let them invade us. Who knows? It'll be an adventure. So there's a secret void gate and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Adamus is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vaults. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Sharlayan's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need to help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need go no further than the font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favoured the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of aether. That sounds perfect. If you'd be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we about it then? We meet back here anon. Where am I going? I did a lot less paying attention to that than I should have. Oh, I have a lot of blue quests to do. I am behind. What's an apparent? Organs, blood, deceit, lies. Fuck you, Santa's not real. How could you? I've telling me that for years. Now look at me. Look what I've become. Losing the idea of Santa is where I began my villain arc. Santa's not real. Look, I'm sorry I had to break it to you in this manner, but it happens. I'm sorry you were lied to. Tooth Fairy as well. That's also not real. This one might break your heart the most. The Easter Bunny is also not real. But then again, the things that he was trying to do with those Easter eggs with you, that wasn't that was more of a crime. So I feel like letting you know now was the best option. You're welcome. Ooh, sightseeing. Sightseeing, soul-seeking, and mind-destroying. Ouch! Give me the fucking water. Ah, calming. Why does the Flower Princess have a butthole? Why is there a butthole on that mount? Why did we do that? Why is that there? I can't unsee that now. That's ruined my day. It ruined my week at that even. I may never recover mentally. I've returned, and I've also let the butthole princess go. Do you have a flask for me? Do now. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Rathian. Take it. Love it. Enjoy it. Ooh, the next one is unforeseen. Therefore, we are swapping post-content. Void Theory. Look who I came across. Astinian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then. Our little party is assembled. Let us make our way to the ruins. Will we have need of Matsa's boat again? Not this time. Once Stola informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready at Akieli. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host. Shall we? Yeah, once I've done itching myself. I have a small cat scratch on my arm that needs to be attended to. Whee! Now get on the fucking boat. The ship is yours to command. Fantastic! Set sail at once. Need to bury a body. Best place to do it is out in the sea. Oh, this is so exciting. Alzadal's legacy, to see the truth of a legend with my own eyes. All aboard for the treasure vault. Ah, oh, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have left him know it was a treasure vault. Curse my unsealed lips. Imagine if Santa was real.
The ruins alone were impressive enough.
Just think about that for a moment.
I never dreamed such a treasure lay hidden in the depths of the bounty. It may have been helpful to know this device existed, Your Excellency.
My apologies. The gate was a secret I shared with none but my closest advisors. I feared for what might happen should those with
I just thought my dad was Santa. Comes and goes. Ah, yes. Brings the presents, empties his sack and leaves.
What is it you're doing now?
There is something I wish to verify. The NOAA reports claim that a short stint into the void carries little risk of etheric imbalance. Should one suffer an injury, however, or if one's expedition drags on longer than intended, that risk becomes significantly greater. Graha theorized that a warding scale would confer protection from the void's corrupting influence, but I would prefer to test that hypothesis before we set foot in the 13th ourselves.
So, this is an experiment of sorts.
That is something
Yes,
you would experiment
an
for.
experiment. Tell me, how would you go about testing the efficacy of the warding scale?
I would make a fake person. Maybe send a familiar, but for the lulz. May as well go myself. At least if it fails, I don't have to put up with the rest of it. So please let me go.
How would you do that? The gate is still too small for any of us to pass through.
Hey, Estinian thinks I'm tall. No one's ever told me that before.
Is correct, which is why I've elected to send a familiar in our stead.
Oh, bite me. No one ever finds a use for me. You're as bad as my own family.
Now, a lowly imp can navigate a fissure, no matter how narrow.
Oh, even a lowly imp is better than me now. Great.
Which means an arcane entity of similar stature should be able to manage the same.
Oh, now I'm too tall. I'm either too small or too tall. No one's ever happy with my
I
stature.
wanted it to come to this.
I don't have any
No other
underlying
familiars
issues,
will
I
do,
swear.
I'm afraid.
I mislike the sound of that. What manner of fiend does she mean to summon?
Her dad. He's been gone for years, and now he's made his turn.
Rise and cloudbank form. From mountain spring and rainfall storm. From river flow and life be born. Water, froth and foam!
I'm never going to be able to unsee this. Like, never. She had a reputation and she's ruined it all in one go. This has ruined
Ready your arms.
every chance I've ever had at getting myself a body pillow.
Possessed.
I just can't do it now.
Oh, come now. That was adorable.
No, it wasn't. This has scared me. Every fantasy has just been wiped off the planet in one fell swoop.
Though not my first choice. These familiars I conceived of as a child have the best chance of fitting through the gate. I only wish my younger
Glowing
self had
balls.
considered a more dignified ending to the creation ritual. In any case, these two should serve us well.
Those look like some very discount Pikachus. Though to be fair, considering how Pokemon conceive of their newer versions, I would assume that these were their best option.
Or absence thereof has affected the progress of the Void's corruption. If I could impose upon you to open the gate, Your Excellency?
Ah, yes, of course.
We should also be wary of void scent slipping through while we conduct our experiment. Estinian, you are to keep Nadana safe from harm.
The fuck do I do?
As you say.
Have we no use for me again?
You had best be on your guard as well.
Oh, is that it? Protect yourself. What I'm best at. Froth and foam!
Oh, are you volunteering to join the Nixies? I could shrink you down, you know.
I did offer myself up and you said no. You can't really change it
Let
now.
us begin, shall we? Nixies, into the void.
Through the butthole in space. We will continue once I've done this. What the fuck is this ad? I don't know. I can't see your advertisements. Are you enjoying it? Okay. Let's see what happens. Am I waiting? Do we need to wait? I shouldn't have to continually wait this long. Aliens told me to do something. Oh, okay, that's always a good thing. What are we infiltrating? They always ask us to infiltrate things.
I think we've waited long enough.
I hope we have.
Nixies, return to my side.
Oh, is this where we find out they're dead? Okay, they're not dead. That's lucky. Why is one of them glowing all dark and shit?
Thank you, little one. You did well.
Is that safe to touch? Doesn't look safe.
The poor thing. Its essence has been irrevocably warped.
of time. I must reseal the Void Gate.
This doesn't seem good.
They're coming through!
I think he would have tried sealing it earlier.
Alzadal III, I bar this door unto the void.
Nice. Thanks for gifting a sub, darling. There you go, Luca. No more ads. Try and avoid the aliens if you can.
Sharp lesson in the dangers of void gates.
And what of our experiment? I'd say the results speak for themselves.
It's not overly safe to be going in there.
The unprotected Nixie has suffered extensive etheric corruption. As Nidana observed, it's well on its way to becoming a void scent.
Oh, we didn't give it a scale.
The one merged with the talisman, however, appears unaffected. I sense no changes to its equilibrium.
To be fair, the dragons were able to literally fly across space with no problem. It's a really big fucking talisman.
Graha's theory was correct then.
So it would
How
seem
you doing, Sam?
that while
Hello,
our
I'm here in
second
Allurka
familiar
studying
was
for an
untouched
exam for
by
tomorrow.
void
No
energies,
worries, thanks for popping
the
in.
talisman itself
I hope
shows
the
signs of
studying's going well,
degradation.
and I hope the exam goes well.
It was, of course,
I hope you're doing well
originally
yourself.
designed to shield the soul from primal tempering. It stands to reason that etheric corruption of a different sort would affect it differently. We may need to modify the warding scale's design to account for the 13th's uniquely unstable ether.
You've said much of the Void's instability, but my imagination fails me. What manner of place is this broken world?
Ah, my apologies. I forget that not all of us spend our days sequestered in dusty archives.
I hope the studying is going very well, and I hope that the exam goes very
13th
well.
is a reflection of the source that
I
was
think that's what
drowned
I
in
said.
a flood of darkness. In Emmett Selk's own words, this tragedy was a result of the Ascians' attempts to force a rejoining. They erred in their haste, and made of that world a useless void. You remember Una Kalhai,
There we are.
the unusual child
Thank
we
you,
met during
very
our
welcome.
troubles with the Warring Triad. He explained the fate of the 13th thus. The champions of that ill-fated world used the stone known as Auracite to contain the power of primals. But those self-same heroes were gradually corrupted by the Auracite's bleeding energies, transforming into fiends with an endless hunger for ether. By the time anyone thought to oppose them, Light's strength had grown too feeble, and the balance of the 13th tipped into eternal darkness. And what
Okay.
of your own experience? Will you tell us of what you observed during Noah's expedition?
Have we never told any of them of what we saw in the void when we were there?
I can picture it now. The sunless, Stygian expanse, infested with legions of ether-starved monstrosities. A void in every sense of the word.
What you have described in such lurid detail is exactly why I hesitate to encourage you.
Worry not, great Vritra. Our journey into the 13th is but the first leg of a longer voyage. A voyage that shall lead us to other reflections, to new mysteries and discoveries. And I mean to be there every step of the way.
I don't understand how she's managed to make what is essentially a death sentence for
But first,
every
I must
living being
focus on
there is.
refining the warding talisman.
Sound heroic.
Then I can begin work on constructing an artificial Atomos. Or I could if I had the relevant manuals to hand. Might I be so bold as to request access to the Satrap's family archives? Your Excellency?
Oh, yes. That can be arranged.
We're going to end the
I will
world.
speak to my officials upon our return.
We will see you back in the city then.
I see no good coming of this. Like, we could start in a completely different area. Like we could start with a different reflection, find a different way. Once the Donna succeeds in replicating the mock Atomos, the door into the 13th will be ours to open. Will you be crossing the threshold alongside us? I realize this is more my endeavor than yours. To be honest, I've no interest in visiting the Void myself. Might we discuss this later? There is something I must do first. Okay, rude. Why does everyone insist on being so secretive? I at least had good reason for not wanting to explain my Nixie ritual. Shall we proceed with our other preparations then? As we saw, the warding scale can be effective at protecting the bearer from other sources of aetheric corruption. Nevertheless, the talisman's durability will need to be improved if it is to withstand the void's influence for a prolonged length of time. Bubble wrap. Just wrap it in bubble wrap. And I think that is a problem that we can address without involving the brilliant but busy alchemist who created it. Who do we know who excels at this kind of structural augmentation? Garland Ironworks? An excellent suggestion. As I recall, Sid himself is no stranger to the void and his volatile energies. With his experience hand at the helm, I have every confidence that the Ironworks can strengthen the Warden scale. Come, let us visit the operation in Ralger's Reach and commission their best and brightest. Did it just throw me at Ralger's Reach? I like that I didn't actually have to put any work into doing that. That's nice. Usually I'm the one who has to do all the legwork. Martin, what brings you to the Ironworks? We have a commission for you and your president, actually, assuming he's available. Master Sid, certainly. I'll see if he has a moment free. Pleasure as always. I hear you have a job for us. Heading into the void to find a lost dragon. That sounds almost pedestrian compared to your last adventure. Honestly, I don't know if you could say anything that would surprise me after meeting Anne and the bloody mess. Alright, let's take a look at this talisman of yours. You said there were signs of degradation. Seems some manner of corrosion is set in around a scratch on its surface, much as the void's corruption seeped into Nero through his wounds, in which case your best bet may be to simply prevent the scale from being damaged in the first place. And how might we achieve that? We have a coating agent for strengthening trinkets and the like, but I'd be wary of applying any compound which might upset the scale's delicate alchemical balance. Far safer to dress it in armour. We'll construct a protective casing, one utilising metal alloys with high ethereal conductivity so as not to impede the talisman's primary function. A suit of armour, as you said. Nero has compiled data on the 13th, so I'll have him pitch in with the design just to be sure. If only it weren't such an ordeal to convince him to follow our safety protocols. I swear I've never had such a reckless employee. In any case, we may need some time to untangle the particulars. Understandable, we know how busy your schedule is, and the final result will doubtless be worth the wait. The hard part will be ducking Jessie and her constant barrage of demands while we sneak about doing the fun stuff. We'll see what we can do. I think we can leave the rest in Sid's capable hands. Let's return to the great work and see how Nadana is getting on with the mock Adamus. Oof. Oh, but I have to go back myself, do I? You brought me here and then you took me away. Why? Why do I have to do all the footwork? I'm not lazy, I swear.
Hey, Stola. The adjustments are going well, I hope?
'Tis a lengthy process, but the end is in sight, yes.
That's wonderful news. I myself had some good fortune searching through the Satrap's private records. What I found was a transaction log dated around the same period as when Alzadal's legacy was built. It included a purchase list of highly exclusive alchemical components. And I knew I'd discovered the key to making the artificial Atomos.
How you doing, Brody? How's the day treating you?
I then visited
How's the world of you going?
to commission the materials.
And
After
good morning to you.
my requirements, I was beset by volunteers insisting I allow them to help with the entire project.
The usual reaction to someone forcing open a void gate is to run for the hills. Harnish academics certainly are a different breed.
I can't see
The alchemists
anything
of old were cut
where
from
this
a
goes
similar cloth.
well.
The unknown held no fear for them. Indeed, they were ever eager to seek new knowledge, regardless of the danger.
That's never a good thing.
And were you not also fearless? Heedless even, in your determination?
My sire entered his dormancy before I was
This
hatched.
all sounds like mustard gas, I'm
So
going to be
it was my
honest.
sire who kept my eggs safe and warm. created a bond between us. Even long after I learned to fend for myself, I rarely strayed from her side. She was my guardian, my sister, my dear companion. And not a single day passes that I do not mourn her absence. No matter how deep the darkness, I would not surrender my search. I promised myself the time would come when we would once more take to the skies together.
It's been literal millennia. That is really fucking tragic.
The Radiant Host is here to serve, Your Excellency.
Nabdeen, what is this about?
Sir Estinian told us of your predicament. For centuries you have protected Rads at Han, never showing your true self. Hiding behind a curtain
Good, just on the
and
Final
living
Fantasy
only in
XIV girl
service
finally
to the
unlocked glamour and was confused, but then found your video about it on YouTube. I'm still looking like a rainbow
Your
for now.
dedication meant
Have you
more
at
to
least
us
gotten
than
rid of the
your
pot in your head?
deceit, and so did we accept you as our rightful ruler.
The first step is to removing the
After
pot.
all that you have sacrificed for this nation, did you imagine we would begrudge you your heart's desire?
I think I was midway through fucking
We
Stormblood, I think, before I
survived the
started.
final
Was it?
days.
No, it was
We are a strong and
at the end of
proud
Heaven's Ward
people.
before I even figured out how to
We,
use the glamour
the
properly.
Radiant Host, will keep Thavnair safe
I was
in
still
your
just
absence.
manually putting everything on. I went through so many fucking glamour prisms.
I am grateful for your loyalty and for your encouragement. And yet,
Now you listen to me, Varshan. You are wearing that face, after all.
That is powerful Botox. That is
As
an
I have
incredible
told you
amount of
before,
Botox.
You are a little brother to us all. And if you are family, then so too is your sister. We are there for you if you need us. But do not ask us to sit by.
This looks
and
like that
watch
scene
while
from
you
RoboCop
abandon
where he
a
takes off the
sibling you
helmet.
have ached to rescue for millennia.
And you realize it's just a fake skin mask over a robot. Pulled as tight as possible. His face reminds me of that struggle you have of putting the sheet on your mattress, where it's too tight,
We
so you have
will
to stretch
succeed
and
in
stretch and
opening the way.
stretch.
It is only a matter of
You're
time.
not quite sure which is going
All
to
you
snap
need to
first,
is
the
prepare
sheet or
to
the fucking
step
mattress.
through to the other side.
Your Excellency, I wanted to thank you for building the orphanage. It means so much. that my
If it
sister
helps,
and I
go
will
on
have
to the
place to be
Eorzea
together,
collection.
safe and happy.
It's a website.
And I hope that you and your sister can be together again.
And just look at your own job there. There will be hundreds upon hundreds of people who have different styles in that. You can cheat the system by just copying theirs a bit. You can look cool for cheap. I understand the plate thing, but it's just finding cool fits to wear. The cool things kind of come with levels more than anything. Yeah, you can go off and get the one fits all, but they're all, like the tank tops, like 400,000. They're all ridiculously priced. Will you wallow in uncertainty forever? Sorry, I had a stroke midway through. It's a really
saying I
high
should
medical
seize
condition.
this chance.
Don't say seize after I said stroke.
Take heart and protect them well. Such were the words I once said to you, and here I stand failing to live up to them. If my heart is torn, I am fit to protect neither Ajdaya nor Radzathan. My people,
These gloves
I
are
have
fucking
come to a
cool.
decision. Vashan will depart Thavne for a time. My dragon self will remain in the palace, but only to conduct the satrap's most essential duties. While I am focused on controlling this vessel, there may be matters that escape my attention. I rely on you, my trusted friends, to watch over one another until I return.
Bye, Felicia.
Take care and fair fortune, little brother. Many tears would be shed should you come to harm.
His face. I
would
can't
not
escape
dare
his
make you
face.
cry.
Like it's just. What was her name? Joan Rivers? Comedian? Yeah, Joan Rivers, right? He looks like a younger her. You surprise me, Estinian. For a lone wolf, you've shown an unusual degree of, shall we say, involvement in helping Vitra reach this conclusion. It was for the greater good. The worm's thundering sighs were keeping his citizens awake at night, and had travellers believing the palace whacked with some unnatural storm. Yeah, that makes more sense. I stepped in because it was annoying. What of your own answer then? You seem disinclined to venture into the void. When I was one with Needhog, his vengeful thoughts were my thoughts, his endless rage my rage, and the soul-chilling grief he nursed for Ratiskir's death. I'd not wished for such agony upon my foe, let alone a friend and ally. If there's a chance we can spare Vitra that pain, then I'll follow you. I should have bought you flowers, but I can't afford a Tesco's meal deal. At least it's not a Dunn Stores meal deal. Those things are getting expensive. And Hoopy. You have to get crisps with them now. It's rather annoying. Any other former Scions we should call on? Rather not bother our comrades with aught less than a dire threat to the star. We four should be sufficient for our purpose. And if it all goes wrong, well then fuck it. The world's done anyway. Now on to the specifics. Unlike the first, where the flood of light was halted before its devastation was complete, the 13th has been utterly subsumed by darkness. My plan as such is to explore the void in stages, withdrawing to safety after each brief foray. It would be more convenient had we some manner of base camp nearer to the gate itself. One of the palace chambers should serve. Come, let us reconvene outside Megaduta. Should we not have made a base camp here? By the gate that we should be protecting. What the fuck are you? Damn it, I forgot you can't actually see the mounts people are on. It's the one thing I miss from WoW, you can actually see what mount they're on. Oh, that is quite far. Oh no, we just have to go for the actual Satrap's room. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh. What are my tomes like these days? Oh wow, I'm capped. Oh shit. I didn't know that. Oh god. Actually, can I do my samurai? My boots. My head. Wait, did I not get a hat? Very sure I got like a helmet or something the last day. Yeah, I did. Why didn't I put that on? Oh, it's for hands. I'm an idiot. Those are for hands, not the head. My hands are fine. So, I'm... Oh, and my jewellery. Oh shit. Fucking... What? Comedy. $4.95 for the shoes. The accessories. I need earrings anyway. Oh, I can get 2. So I do need earrings. Or do I have earrings? Where the fuck did I get that? Oh, I already had the helmet or head. Oh shit. Unable to execute command while occupied. How dare you? I'm not occupied. I am not occupied. There we go. Oh, I must have forgot to save it. That's why. Door. Comedy. Accessories. I have a ring, I believe, so... Earrings. And I did say necklace, didn't I? Yeah, necklace. Necklace and bracelets. Awesome sauce. Oh yes, because they're in my inventory, aren't you? Alright, save you. And... tanks. Where's old Gunny? What do you need? Ears anyway, for definite. Jesus, boots as well. Yeah, so ears and boots. Is that it then? Well, no, they're all 620s. 620 isn't too bad though in comparison. Especially in comparison to the healers. Have I got anything else? No, that's it. Perfect. So you're almost 620. You're not there yet. You're getting there. Anything else a bit shit low? Question: which grand company is most worth it? All of them. They're all the same. It's only the cosmetic gear, and even then it doesn't matter. You can swap between them if you want. You can level fully with one, quit, join a different one, level fully, buy whatever you want, quit, and then go join another and level. And if you then decide you want to swap back to another one for cosmetic reasons or whatever, when you jump back to them, they'll be the same level they were when you left them. So it doesn't matter. It's only cosmetic. So basically, join the one in the city you like most. So you don't have to stay in the same one. Nope, you don't at all. Just bear in mind that you do need to reach a certain level with a grand company to do things. Like buy houses or certain quests and other things. Usually lieutenant. Okay, so the healer... Oh, Jesus, why are you all in silver? Why are you all 530s? What happened to you? Wow, is that really all I have? Holy shit, okay. What's the lowest gear first? 39, 39, 30. $530. Right, so there's a lot of issues here. Okay. And I don't have much left, apparently. Oof. Okay, so rings. Neck. Get a ring. Bracelet? Bracelet's okay for the moment. Neck. Earring. Ooh! Oh, just enough. If I got any other items on me that I just happen to be sleeping on. No! Okay then, that's fine. Ugh. I don't really plan on spending money. I'm limited on my gil as it is. Okay, fine. Now, I did remember to save you, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Excellent. And sword is okay. Where are you? Oh, you're a sage. Really, a sage? Those boots are cool. Those are really cool boots. Oh, that would really match my own sage. Because I do like the look of the old combat medic. Ah, different time. There, some more preference on what sanctuary, city, and area you like most. Basically, yeah. The city or the colour. It's just more of an aesthetic thing. There are achievements to do with them, all right. So that would be the main reason to decide to finish one and go to another, is just for the achievements. But I went with the Maelstrom because they're pirates and they're red. More people do prefer the flames because they're all gladiators and shit. Like, it has no bearing realistically on anything else you do. Make a Duda. Time, but it's 3:30. The Maelstrom is in, yeah, it's in Limsa. So the Maelstrom is in Limsa. You then have the Flames, which is in Ul'dah. And then you have the Adders then in Gridania. You'll be in... Right. I have to keep up to date on when Chrissy's finished work so I can go collect her. She said not to, but we are. But you didn't have to collect her. I don't have to, but I want to. The weather's shite. Or well, the weather's fantastic and that's the problem. And she's not feeling all too well. Oh, why are you on skip? All the chambers are presently hosting the great mounds of treasure we carried out of the vault. Once the Foundation's activities begin in earnest, however, we can redistribute the trove and make a room or two ready for habitation. You're a good guy deep down. I'm just spiteful. All my good deeds come from pure spite. Good, please inform me when you've completed the arrangements. As you heard, we will have you settled in Megaduta in due time. As ever, you're most gracious, Your Excellency. You risk yourselves to aid me in my search for Azdaja. Providing comfortable quarters is the least I can do. You're fucking too right it is. You know the effort I had to make in getting out of bed this morning? Never mind helping you. I only wish we knew more about our destination. The gods only know how long our explorations might possibly take, or what our chances of success might possibly be. Succeed or fail, I'm grateful to you for convincing me to make the attempt. That is a bad sentence. We could literally end the world by being idiots. On that note, I will return to the great work and lend what help I can to Nadana. If you've preparations to make ere we venture into the 13th, now is the time. All I need is my armour and my lance. Perhaps I'll train with the Radiant Host to pass the time before we depart. You know what this means to me, but my purpose need not consume you as well. I'm just here to hit things. It's my only contribution to any story. I'm just there to hit things really, really hard. We're headed to another world. Find what joy you can in the experience, for you are a traveller, an adventurer at heart. This I know. Is there... Do we get an extra map or anything with all this? I didn't think there was any other map. I thought I had everything for Endwalker. I didn't realise there was... We hardly get extra. Meanwhile, in the 13th... What a shithole. Oh, tell me that's Xenos. That'd be cool. I'd even give him a halo. The sweet Devil May Cry arm.
And thus I am returned.
You have a sight. It's the only reason I would imagine that you're Xenos.
To be
Xenos.
spared, bereft of saviors.
Yeah, he's really fucking cool. I do hope with the graphics update and all, that all of this gets updated as well. Because that's the one thing I'm wondering about is actual NPCs and such. Main character NPCs, if they're going to be updated. It's like the facial textures on him they're not bad. You know, in comparisons to say mine. I will say the one thing I'm looking forward to is the fact that I actually get extra beard length. A bit of stubble. I'm hoping they all get updated a bit as well. Like, I'm hoping it is a full game-wide update. Vashran has glad tidings to share. Does he? More bit. Well, stubble. I think it's stubble. It's the best I can get. There's a high lack of beards in this. Then again, the Japanese aren't overly fond of beards, to be fair. Ah, excellent timing, Rathian. Just a moment ago I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial Atmos. All is in readiness for our journey to the Void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at Great Work. Let us head there at once. I like the boots and the gloves now. I'm wondering if I need to update my jacket a bit. I don't know if there's any other cooler jackets though. Onwards, upwards, and downwards. Here you are, Rathian. I present you the fruits of the alchemist's labour, the artificial Atmos. That doesn't look very artificial, that looks genuinely realistic. You stole that. That's plagiarism. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its aether is practically identical to that of the original. A truly remarkable feat in so short a time. It's because you stole it. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Radatan. I would express my gratitude to Nadana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Atmos to attend to a pressing task, but said that she would return here we set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Someone say warding scales because it just so happens we have them. Ah, right on cue. It is good to see you all again. But for the President himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment area. You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You don't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. It was my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. Almost heaven. In reference to? The scales will last a good 10 years in the Void with nary a hint of degradation. That is a creepy smile. As the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging, here are the scales. Ah, do we get to look at them at least? Because we got to see the old ones. I want to see what they mean by reinforcer with armour. Does it come with a cockpiece? With these we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Midskirmar came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we can do to help his children. Thank you. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on the latest grand adventure. Wait. Returned. Lunch took me ages. Idana is off the matter. Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present to you. It's my firstborn child! Will you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause. Very well. If it's not interesting when I get there, you shall be executed. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? Do I need to fill in the blanks? You all have an imagination. You're all dirty heathens. The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. In that godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get, but you of all people ought to know that, eh?
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Why does he sound so fucking dry? Oh, she made him armor. It makes more sense.
Vritra, I presume.
If his face is the exact fucking same, why did we ask? Oh, she made him older. Oh, fair enough.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both.
You'd fucking hope.
'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is not to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use.
Drive it like you stole it.
Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Varshan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan, and best of luck.
I have something for you as well.
Are they born with the horns? Because they're born with the horns, it does feel like that would do some damage on the way out.
While
Just
you were
saying.
gone, Orionje paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Alzadal's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loperids. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault.
They have a treasure vault? Why do they need a treasure vault? They have no treasure. They
As
just
a
have
token of
carrots.
their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Orion.
Siege makes me sad. I have an addiction. Then why are you fucking playing it? Find a new addiction. A greater addiction.
Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power
I'm
of
waiting
light,
for you.
it could well
That's
aid us
a
in our
weird thing to
mission in
say.
the void. And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
No, obviously it's mine, because you'd all be dead without me. Literally. Oh, you know what I mean. Do I? Can I be sure I know what you mean?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akiali.
There's an aetheryte there. Why are none of us just using the aetheryte? Why does no one ever use the aetherytes? Why am I the only one? Dothrop and your fellows have already departed to the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Obviously, it's why I'm talking to you. Send me!
I shall now lift the seal. In the name of Al-Zadal III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go, absorb the void gate. It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
Why are we letting it eat us?
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
Hell.
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent.
Oh, is it a
I
dungeon?
was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands.
I'm not capable, but thanks for your dedication.
In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Meat shield. Be a meat shield.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Bell Court of Troa. Okay, so it is a dungeon. Okay then. Well, first things first, I'm gonna go take a piss and feed the monsters, and then we'll see if we can do this. We'll see what kind of time I have. No, okay. I shall be back momentarily. Yoink. Alright, we're back. Right. Let's queue up for this then. There it is. Fell Court of Troya. See how this goes. Shall it go well or not? As if I even understand what the meaning of go well means. Also depends how long it takes to actually find a group. How is my gear look? Actually, I need to upgrade my blade, my shoes. Oh, my bracelets as well. And I could buy a ring. That would upgrade me even further there. That would be the next step. At least to keep my gear some bit amenable for when we start Dawntrail. Though I foresee this taking a little longer than 5 minutes. Alright, hold on. Poyo is going to join. I'll withdraw and wait for her. Phone being a dick. I shall remain limber. Powerfully limber. Super limber. Ooh. Stretch so good it can make you yawn. Shit yourself depending how hard you squeeze. You said it, not me. Don't blame me for your thoughts. Sort yourself out first. Bum 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 bum. Does depend how long it takes her to come on. Screaming Poyo is the exact response we need. That's how this works. Like a summoning circle. Bow. wonder if there's a trial to go along with this dungeon. So to be fair, I guess I'll find out after if there is. It would make more sense actually now that I think about it. Sometimes I struggle to stay patient. Just heard my cats destroy their way up their fucking stairs. I'm starting to think that's their main source of entertainment nowadays. How much damage can they do getting... Almost bit my tongue again. How much damage can they do walking from point A to point B? Scratch that, she's actually got dinner. Alright, we'll re-queue again then. On this occasion, she cannot. I probably would have realised sooner if I checked my phone. I was too busy listening to the carnage outside my own door. Hopefully this doesn't take a fucking era to do. Or an era to get, never mind that. Make a summoning ritual for Poyo, but then we'll upset her stomach. You can't do summoning rituals when someone's eating. Trying to teleport them and the food they're currently trying to digest. No one needs a sore stomach. Besides, I'm pretty sure under those circumstances that would cause a human being to shit themselves. We can't be ruining pants at this hour to eat. That could genuinely ruin someone's day. Like my cat does this weird fucked up thing where he'll walk into my room in a straight line, get to my chair, turn around at the chair, walk back towards the door, and then he'll just sit and stare out the door. I have yet to understand the process or what it's supposed to achieve. Like, is there spirits at my door? And if there is spirits at my door, why my door? Why not in the room? Or outside the room? Why uncomfortably at the door? What I'm trying to say is that if I die in a house and I'm stuck haunting it, the last place I'm going to sit and haunt is one of the random doorways in the house. I would at least pick a room. Like, the door itself just seems like a cop-out. It's like they had to choose off the top of their head and they just happen to be staring at a door. I was like, oh, I'll choose there. Like, great, you fucked it all up now. You're going to achieve nothing while you wait at this one single door. Like, you could have chosen the attic or anything. Glad this music is good. Question now is, how long is this going to take waiting? Ooga booga, ooga booga. Also, that would be the first thing I'd have to try and fix, is my method of haunting. Ooga booga just sounds lazy. Like, there's many other things you could have done in that situation rather than just ooga booga. Thanks for the follow there, Mav. How are you? Welcome in. You're keeping well. And Boo. Boo's another one. Like, who settled on Boo? Like, you could have just done a really high-pitched scream and followed it up with "go fuck yourself," but instead we were like, no, just go Boo. That is our standard level for frightening someone. The fuck is happening? Fantastic. Through the giant darkened butthole in space. Motherfucker, I'm Welsh. We're lazy. I'm also Welsh. We can confirm this. I'm just starting to think it's an entire Isle thing. Just the entire Isle itself. Like, just anyone within this radius between America and between France, it's just a case of, fuck it, we're lazy. Fucking place seems a bit warped. So for a place consumed by darkness, I was expecting a lot less architecture. Well, I guess it did say it started with a castle. Welsh friends. Luke, I'm starting to think this is just how you gather a gang. You just patiently wait for people to state where they're from, and then it's like, okay, fantastic. I've now added you to my fucking list. Pretty sure that's how most organizations begin. Ooga booga worked. You don't know if that worked. It's not a summoning procedure. I would be less mad by it working than the idea of you assuming it worked. Because then there's lazy, and then there's just uninformed. So you didn't even give a shit if it worked or not. You just like the idea that it did. Evidently it did. Well, what's the evidence? Okay, who's the fucking about to ask who the ninja is, but okay. The ninja has left. I want the ninja back. Why has the ninja got heads for friends? That's not how friendship works. Actually, no, that is how friendship works. Pretty sure friendship doesn't matter if you're just a floating head. Ooga Booga was followed up with another Welshman spawning in. That doesn't mean anything. By all accounts, that means every time you say it, it would be a Welsh person that would join, meaning you could comprehensively create your own army. Of which I dare you to just say that out loud in your own room for like the next 20 minutes consistently. And get back to me with a picture if it is true. The picture itself would not be difficult to take. You would in fact just have a room of Welsh people. Preferably too many Welsh people. Just too many people in general. Only then could I believe the evidence you are trying to show me. If I say it's too much, ship-human hybrids will start spawning. And we're here now. We're here now. Oh, crap baskets. This is an invasion. I don't know if it's the invasion you were hoping for. I don't know what to tell you. Invasion should not start with the sentence of, "Ah, for fuck's sake, they brought more sheep." Wow. We got so much head, we now have super head. Which sounds like a service. How are we supposed to attack one specifically? That might have been a yes. Thanks for the Prime sub, Mav. Thank you very much. Oh, I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that at all. You could have used that on someone entertaining. Or some kind of validatable and understandable speech pattern. Or speech in general. I think I just called myself shit at speaking. I like wasting my money. You know what? Thanks, I appreciate it. 10 out of 10. I'm happy to be wasted on. That was a weird sentence. Why did we spawn in the dungeon? I think I just heard my cat scream at me. Oh, he did. He did scream at me. Let's never say that again, please. People will start talking. This is true. They already talk. I am very bad at brain filtering. I am my genuine worst own enemy. I should not be trusted outdoors. I can't see jack shit. Why are there dogs in the war room? Doesn't seem hygienic. If the dogs are running the war room, who's running the kitchen? I thought it was dead. Troyan Bishop. Doesn't really look like a bishop. To be fair, he's got the offender look about him, so you know he's halfway there. Okay, let's fight Beatrice now. Beatrice looks badass. Did we just take her straight from Devil May Cry? I'm glad I was able to get to grips with what that fucking mechanic was. How long have you played Final Fantasy XIV for? 2 years, I think. Yeah, I'd say this is my second year. Anyone else's account on that, that would be helpful. Yeah, 2 years. Nice, I just started with the free trial. Oh, very nice. As in just recently you've started. How are you finding it? You enjoying it? Still learning it? Still exploring it? Oh, this is shit. How the fuck do you escape any of that? Oh, I don't know what side we're supposed to stand on. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, last week. Very, very nice. What job did you start with? At the end of the MSQ, wasn't a fan of any of the starting jobs or classes. Well, to be honest, I changed to samurai as well. Though I'm a fan of some of the starting ones. I like Paladin, I liked White Mage. I did Ninja for a while. But at the end of it, yeah, Samurai. Samurai, Gunbreaker, and Sage for me. Like, it's all down to personal preference. At least the upside is it doesn't take too long to be able to get to other jobs and such. Also depends on your play style. I thought the ninja was going to be more like a rogue character, and then halfway through when I realised it actually becomes a ninja, I was like, nah, I'm not as fond of this as I thought I would be. Even though my starting character was the Marauder. That's the thing is, at least you can play all of them. You can figure it out for yourself. It'd be worse if you were limited to just one and you spent quite a few hours doing it before realising it wasn't your thing. Just to give them the model. Play, find the ones I like. I'm a WoW player and it's nice to change without having to do the MSQ again. It's extremely nice to not have to do the MSQ again. Love how I'm here all the time yet never have actually played the game. I come for the social. You ever going to give the game a try, Luca? You ever going to dip your toes in? Message you back there, you're finishing at 5. Oh, okay. I will leave after this, so. And I'll come get you. Yeah, but the one thing with WoW that really kind of grinded me after a while was the fact of just having to go through everything with the one character. I've said 5 since this morning. Can just get the bus. There's no worries. Well, you said half 5. I think you made it sound like half 5. The bus is at half 5. That makes a bit more sense as to why I thought half 5. No, I'll still come in. I will still be quicker than the bus.
So the gate did open again, and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Yeah, so it'll be easier that way. It won't take me too long to get in.
I am Scarmilione, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Four.
Who the fuck is
Such
Golbez?
pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your graves.
Okay. Oh, they've already gone in and started. Drink.
That is mine!
You could just try the trial, you don't have to pay anything for it. There is always that option.
Breathe deep of your death.
Again, it might be your thing, might not be your thing. Why are we standing on each other? Why are you following me? Lord mercy.
You must die! My blade!
Okay, so this won't be an overly long fight, which is nice. I'm on a time limit now. Oh no, you guys knew something I didn't. Oh, don't run away from me.
Protect me, my minions!
Oh, why is it minions? Did you at least give us a fighting chance to wipe them all out at once? Oh no.
I give you a taste of true despair!
Don't just stand where everyone else is standing. At least if I'm wrong, I can blame them.
Stubborn mortals!
I take exception to that. You can't just call me immortal. You don't know that.
Come, fill your
I could be immortal. I've yet to fully die. I've died and not stayed dead. Gotta mean something, right? Zombification. Okay, so I do not let that zombify me.
No, I will not be defeated by you!
I'm back here. There we go. Nice, quick and easy. I do like the idea that now that I know it's supposed to be 4 of them all together. What if that's where the trial comes in? I don't know, just this game is kind of grindy, I think so. Oh, that's fair. I'd say out of all of them, it's the least grindy, but it's only the least grindy on the basis of you're not time gated on anything. That looked exactly like I stole it, but alright. 595. Pass. That seems very low. Alright, so we'll finish up this cutscene, then I must head.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent.
Get bored after
Like
a few
men,
weeks. Oh, that's understandable
perhaps
as well.
they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
How are we sure that they understand us? Like, clearly,
I
shouldn't
expect
speak the
some
same
Voidsent
language.
are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Finally.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
That would make sense. Don't overthink it. We'll improvise as we go along. I like a game that makes me want to kill myself, but I'm just too good to stop playing.
That is your
Like
preferred
Siege.
approach.
Jesus.
Then very well. I shall defer to your adventurer's intuition.
I suppose that would be For Honor for me, technically. I despise that game and I don't like playing it. I can't stop if I do.
I am here, sister. Finally.
I want to give League a go, but I want to keep it for
And I will
stream.
find
I want to
you.
do my first League game on stream.
Swear it.
Just for the content. And the tears. Did a lot of For Honor, but I can't go back to it now. I can't go back to it either, but if herself is playing it, I'll join her just for some us time. It makes it all... It all seems a lot more romantic when I have nothing but suffering to feel. I like these old text things now for storylines. It's quite nice. If I leave it here, what happens? Where I keep. Okay, so I can go through that portal. Fantastic. I'm going to leave that here then. I must run. I have, unfortunately, kind of missed out my time allotment apparently because I wasn't keeping up with things. But yeah, I'm going to run. I'll be back to this on Tuesday. I'll be back Tuesday. It'll be a late night work, but fuck it. We'll do a late night stream and see what happens. Otherwise, guys, thanks for popping in. Thanks for the subs as well, and welcome in as well, Mav. Enjoy the rest of the evening, Luca. I will probably send you a message after seeing what's happening. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. I'm going to head out. Much love. Sayonara. And talk to you in a bit.